Hey everybody, how's it going? Endurance GT Racing 1962 season. Alright, the two classics duke it out in this series. We are through all tiers except for the very final tier, tier 22, where we're gonna be in Austin, Texas for the final showdown. And for that, I will be picking up the remaining 30,000 motorsport dollars and 30 gold. Of course, this series started out as a racing dollars series initially, but then it got converted over to the new currency motorsport dollars. And overall, payout did go up just a little bit. So now the new rewards that we get through this series in total is 72 gold and 72,000 motorsport dollars. And this is the final, I guess, 25% rewards to reach the 100% at this point. Because it used to be like 67,000 racing dollars and 67 gold in this series. And it was, of course, just the Ferrari single car series, the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. And now, since then, the Chevy Corvette Grand Sport has been added. So, yeah, now it's a two-car series duking it out. So, all right, well, let's get going, shall we? We got Endurance, Autocross, and Cup. So we'll start with Endurance. Sure, why not? And now, my Ferrari is fully upgraded, as you can see. Corvette, not so much. So, which one should we take out for a spin? Let's see if what we can achieve with the Corvette. Can we hit 18 kilometers in this car? Maybe. We'll see. I may back out at the beginning, kind of do a little bit of a clock management. I don't know with these slower, older cars if it's even necessary, but because the earlier on in these endurance races, the opponents are pretty slow. They bunch up quite a bit. So, boy, that took forever. But we still have 40 seconds left on the clock. So I'm thinking that I should be able to catch up to those some of those slower bots before the timer expires. Since if I don't, then well, I won't go very far. So we see them already, and this way I can go flat out. So yeah, that's like 30 seconds right away that I'm gonna be able to add to my clock. 3 overtakes, and there should be next group up another 3 cars getting packed up. So that's a good minute that I get to add pretty much right away at the beginning of this race. So yeah. All right. And of course, if you fully upgrade this Corvette, I believe it does have a higher PR than the Ferrari. But, I'm not quite there yet to spend that much resources in this series, since it's not necessary for this particular series. Alright, so about 3.5 kilometers for lap 1. So we need, what, 18 kilometers? So that's about 6 laps that I'm gonna need. Can we make it? Well, maybe I did not need to go back as far at the beginning of this race. since I'm not really capping off the 90-second cap. Whoa, watch that. Of course, if you're racing against flag bots only, distance should be quite doable, but I got some TSM bots sneaking into this grid, which does make this events a bit more a challenge, and it's alright. We'll make do. Alright. Oh, clock's running low. And we are only 7 kilometers in. That's maybe I did not need to wind it at the beginning at all if we're running out of clock this early. And is it about like 15-second lap bonus? So each time we complete a lap, we get about 15 seconds, which is, yeah, I suppose not too bad for a circuit this size, but we'll make this overtake. But I think that may be it. We're not going to go very far in this one, are we now? I don't think we'll overtake the next guy, unfortunately. Alright, so that's gonna be like 9 kilometers and change. Alright, you know what? I'll try one more go. And since I didn't really rank all that high in this attempt, just P5, the target distance should decrease, ideally. And pick up a few motorsport dollars for the effort at least. And there should be enough service bars left. Cat Racing 600 on P1. And that is probably more upgrades than what I have on my Corvette here. So let's try another go. Yeah, I just have a stage 1 upgrades only, or tier 1 upgrades. Oh, 18.2, it's even longer. Alright. In that case, you know what? Let's see if we can do the other event first. Obviously, I don't have the PR requirement. I cannot meet with this car to compete in the Cup. So let's try the Autocross. Let's see how this one goes. It's on the back end of the circuit. 32 seconds is target. Alright. So the far end of the circuit is the club circuit. And the 32, this is like almost like a full lap, isn't it? Boy, sluggish. Alright, so we're already halfway in on the clock here. Could we make it through this distance in this car? 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. No, we're not gonna make it in this car. So, yeah, I guess lacking upgrades here. The lacking performance is becoming quite evident. So I guess it's time to bring out the big guns here. Alright, let's switch over to fully upgraded Ferrari 250 GTO. There we go. PR 37.4. Let's do it. Alright, so at least, if anything, should be less sluggish. You know what I mean? And here we go. But aside from the fact that they are just older technology cars, so they're, not meant to be nearly as fast as the new cars that we have in the game. The styling, I don't know if that can be beat. All the new cars, I mean, yeah, sure, they're very aerodynamic and this and that, but when it comes down to just look at that. That's a beautiful car. I mean, I don't care how fast this guy can go. It's just beautiful to look at. All right, anyway. We are through at least one event out of the final 3. So we're done with the Autocross. Just the one service bar taken out. Now let's check back into the endurance. And let's see what kind of distance we have to beat. 18.2 still. All right. And okay, maybe I don't need to sort of go backwards at the beginning. So I'll just go straight through, and maybe minimal clock management is needed. Such a beautiful, beautiful machine. This one and Jaguar E-Type, also very, very beautiful. And then of course I cannot remember which year, the Corvette from the 60s. Those 3 cars, I would say, is some of the finest looking cars that is in this game. Oh, and Miura, right? Lamborghini. Can't forget about that. And what do they all have in common? They are cars from another lifetime ago, right? Entirely different generation. Alright, so I will do a little bit of clock management since I am just kind of wasting away a bit. We'll cover a bit more distance. And then you get, what, 15 seconds on the lap bonus, right? So I probably don't need to overtake the next guy. So, and then I'll get another 10 seconds from overtaking this guy in front as well. So there we go. And thank you very much. Once again, max out the clock as he flies off the circuit. Alright. So we're gonna need about 6 laps and change. And now I think we can probably go without worrying too much about maxing out the timer, except the next 2 cars. Even those 2, I think we're okay. There's 80 and gets pushed out a little bit. Lose a few more seconds, but that's alright as we are approaching the end of the second lap here. So that brings us to just under 80 seconds. And the 2 more cars in the front. So that is another 20 seconds that I can gain. That's alright. I probably missed about 5 seconds on the bonus that I could have gotten more, but that's not too bad since from here on out the distance between cars to overtake are gonna start to spread a bit wider. So now at this point it is more important to catch up to the cars in the front than trying to manage the clock, is my approach here. So kind of shifting the strategy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start overtaking. Alright. Looking over on the mini-map, you can see the cars all kind of lined up in the front. So that's a good sign. Alright, so 10 kilometers in, just over halfway there. And this lap bonus, yep, taps it off one more time as we head into the lap 4. So that's, you know, if I may say so myself, that's a pretty good clock management going on here. And then overtake on the out, well, I guess that's on the inside upon exit, but yes, the difference the fully upgraded car makes, right? Alright, so just about maxed out clock one more time. And now it's just a single car, no more, are we not having any more group of 2 cars to overtake anymore? As they start to spread out even wider, as I was saying. Alright, and we're some 13.5 kilometers in. And, whoa, let's stay on track. A little too excited. Alright, so 14 and change. Another 15, a little bit more than 15 seconds for a lap, right? Alright. Just maybe 3 more kilometers to go. So that shouldn't be, I mean, we got almost full 50 seconds and change on the clock still left, with some more cars to overtake. So we should be able to hit the target without too much struggle. Alright, P4 marker. We're about to pass. There we go. And then pass another car, and P3 marker at 17.1 kilometers. Alright. And then P2 at 17.8 kilometers. And then 18.2 or 18.3 is the lead. And we're gonna have some time left on the clock, aren't we? Alright, we'll just meet what's required since I got one more race to complete in this tier. The cup, the final cup, right? I believe it's an 8-lapper. So I wanna have some service bars left before I head into that race, right? So there we go. 18.3 kilometers, some 3,430 fame points for that effort, and payout 35,000 and change. That's fine. Good enough. All right. And all right, that's not too many service bars. Manageable. And that brings us to the final Grand Prix for 30,000 motorsport dollars and 30 gold. PR 35 8.2 required to enter. So obviously we cannot quite do it with Chevy. We'll have to run with Ferrari, which is fine. 8 laps around Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix circuit. In US of A. All right. That's a rather fine looking grid. And here we go. It's a pretty sharp looking blue finish on the Corvette. So 8 laps around the Grand Prix circuit should pay out about 80,000 motorsport dollars and change. This might take a while in these older cars. Alright, P7. Don't hit me. Dude, parts on these old cars are hard to find. Come on. Don't damage my car. Alright, and how early do I need to brake? How about there? Is that enough? So one of the major differences, right? These older cars, when you brake, the newer cars, when you go like slow down beyond certain speed, it slows down very quickly, right? These cars, a little bit more of a linear decrease in speed, right? It's not like suddenly slowing down, much harder brakes towards the end. This one's a little bit more. Oh, sorry. You can take my parts. But speaking of braking behavior, oh, that's a nice Red Bull finish, or Monster drink finish, my bad. The other power drink, the energy drink. Alright, so let's try the, what do you call this, bumper cam? The classic Ferrari red finish on these leaders. No, did I cut too close to the corner there? Did I clip the inside? Not that it really matters in this race, since it's just a cup, not a time trial. Alright, so I'm thinking I can go a little bit further in. That might have been too deep. Yeah. Alright, we got still plenty of race left. So chasing down P1. I think it should be manageable. Some drifting there. Was it intentional? Not really. I mean, you cannot even see it, right? But you heard it. Alright, let's scroll to the hood view, where we get to see the beautiful rendering of the classic British racing green. Or would that be a little bit darker? I think that might be a little bit darker green, right? So maybe this is more of a Italian green. Yeah, the British color is a little more like a forest green, right? Kind of a darker green color. Anyway, it's time to make our move. There we go. Take the lead. Oh, very brief amount of lead as I'm taking over in that not quite hairpin, but one of the sharper turns here at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix. And okay, that's a little too early, but I'll cut inside of you this time. See how you like it. Right? All right. I think we have now secured the lead, not as tentative, as we head into lap 4. All right. I haven't looked inside this car in a while. It's kind of refreshing to see. The interior, very nice. Should I shift? Should I not shift? It's funny when you see the hand moving to shift the gear and you don't quite accelerate, so hand comes right back to the steering. Downshift. Alright. Yes, the animation that you won't see in the more modern pedal shifter cars, right? Since they're attached to the steering, you don't really see the big arm movement to make the shift. It's kind of fun to see. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the most fun view, in my opinion. And this car, you know, certainly very raceable view. Not too, like, closed up. Definitely usable view, usable cockpit view in this car. But since we're cycling through all different views, we'll continue to cycle. So next lap we'll do it in the chase view again, the way we started. There we go. Yeah, this final race, as expected, of a long event here. As we got 4 more laps to go, and these classic cars, it takes a while to complete a lap here, so hopefully my video recorder won't quit on me, like timing out in the middle. Because that has happened before, then, I have to start over. But anyway, how was that for a breaking point? I think I could have probably broke a little bit earlier, or a little bit later, since I was able to coast a little bit. And this corner, a bit sharper than, I mean, that's almost a hairpin, right? So that's actually a sharper corner than the one that leads into the longest straight here. Alright, so this lap, minute 56 and change. Alright, 3 more laps to go. Let's see if I can beat minute 56 in the bumper view. I doubt it, because this is the one racing view that I use the least amount. And yeah, skidding like that, that's a large section of the lap that we just kind of went sideways, more or less. And are we gonna start encountering some traffic, the lapping traffic? I am not expecting any, but you never know. And these cars are slow, and the lap is pretty long, so alright, that is at least a much more decisive braking point, where I didn't have to let up and coast to make the necessary adjustment. Pretty sharp corner. Let's see, minute 40. Could we complete the remainder of the lap under 10 seconds? Because that's what I'm gonna need to make this a faster lap than the last one. Not when you skid like that. Oh no, far from it. Alright, well, let's see how we fare in the hood view then. This is a little bit, actually quite a bit better view to race in my opinion. And I know a lot of the fastest guys on the weekly time trial, this is their typically the preferred mode, because you know where you're headed. But apparently not for me, as I'm skidding off track. Alright. Just under 40 seconds and in the sector 1. So if I can keep the rate, then at least I should be able to wrap it up under 2 minutes. I know, from 156, beating 156 now down to like, just get it in under 2 minutes. Oh, how the bar has been kind of lowered. That's a little too early. And now it's going to be over a minute 20, so that's sector 2. Get past this sector 2? I thought it was earlier in the circuit, but maybe not. Or maybe it was before you come out of the exit? The exit the longest straight? Alright, so once again, it's gonna be over 2 minutes. And the way that ended, it's gonna affect the final lap time as well. Oh well. At least we're comfortably in the lead at this point. So alright, we're back in the cockpit view. Interior looking just as fine. Alright. There we go. What kind of top speed can we reach here? For a car from the 60s, over 200 kph. That is 250. That is fast. You know, I mean, not to modern standard, but for the car from that era. The right arm going back and forth, steering wheel to the gear shift and back. Alright, so here we go, the final lap. It's gonna be, can we get it under 2 minutes? And not if you skid like that, it's gonna be just over. But that's all good. Alright, took some 16 minutes, 25 seconds and change. And yeah, 86,000 motorsport dollars. It's not a bad payout. It's just the car's slow, so it takes a while to earn that amount, right? Because, you know, like for around 9 minutes, you probably could have earned about the same amount in Formula One. So this took like almost, not quite, double amount of time. Anyway, now we are done with this race, or this series. So we can put that car in for service and collect our final rewards. Right. 30,000 motorsport dollars. Let's pick that up. And then 30 gold. All right, thank you very much. All right, so there we have it. Another season 100% complete. So thanks for tagging along for the ride. If you made it this far, congratulations. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.